Hey, what's going on, everyone? Misha Wilson here with a critical update about our upcoming Profit Nitro live event. I have the exact dates that we have set and confirmed as of now, and of course, something really cool that we're going to be doing for everyone who goes ahead and gets their ticket purchased by the end of this week, along with one other little message. So with that said, firstly, exact dates. The exact dates are officially set. I've been going back and forth with all the various speakers, the people working with the event, the MCs, and literally everyone in between, all the different people that go in to making an event awesome that you don't necessarily see as the actual attendee. There are quite a few of them. And just coordinating the exact times that works for everyone so that you can have the absolute best experience humanly possible is always a massive job in of itself. But we have finalized the exact dates. They are down on the calendar, and the official dates for the upcoming Profit Nitro live event is October 8th, 9th, and 10th, with the workshop on the 7th. So if you purchase the optional workshop, once again, workshop Thursday, October 7th, then the main event Friday, October 8th, Saturday, October 9th, and Sunday, October 10th. All right, so firstly, exact dates fully announced. Clear your calendars, get that Friday off of work. If you're coming to the workshop, get that Thursday off of work. We're giving you guys plenty of notice, so you can go ahead and clear your calendar. And like I've said, leading up, to this announcement, really treat this event like it were an actual, real, in-person event. I know it's a virtual event with all the crazy COVID stuff going on in the world right now, but if you go to a live event, what happens? You get to the event, you get into the room, and then for that day, you are in the room learning. You are there present. You are there the entire time. The event starts at 8 a.m., ends at 5 or 6 p.m., whenever it ends, and that entire day, you are there, locked in, dialed in, focused on learning, focused on improving, focused on getting better, and focused on all of the content that all the various speakers have for you. And what I would challenge you to do at this upcoming live virtual Profit Nitro event is to treat this event as such, all right? Show up and realize that how you show up to one thing is how you show up to everything, and show up with your absolute best self, ready to learn, ready to discover the secrets of the top earners, and really at a core level, get ready to take your business to the next level and beyond. Be present with us the entire time, and I absolutely guarantee you that you will get a ton of value. All right, so that's first. Be sure to show up present, get those days off work, October 8th, 9th, and 10th. You know the dates, it's time to show up. Let's have an awesome time. Now, secondly, we're gonna be doing something really special for everyone who goes ahead and gets their ticket purchased by the end of this week. All right, so leading up to the actual event, we of course had our announcement webinar, and on that announcement webinar, I had some bonuses available for people to go ahead and grab if they took action right there on that webinar. Yet, unfortunately, we had a bunch of technical difficulties. People couldn't access the webinar. People were on the webinar, but they couldn't purchase. People couldn't find the replay when I was sending out the replay. And we just had a myriad of different technical difficulties that ended up happening. So here's what I'm gonna do, all right? For everyone who makes the decision to go ahead and get started and claim their ticket, their free ticket, all you have to do is pay $97 for the deposit, show up to the event. When you show up to the actual event, you get a refund in full. The deposit's just our way of kind of seeing who's coming and who's not. So for those who go ahead and get started and get their deposit in by the end of this week, by the deadline illustrated and pointed out in the email, you can get all of the various bonuses that I offered on that one-time webinar. And I'm going ahead and introducing and including a new bonus for those people who go again and get started, and for those people who've already gotten started. And that is a post-event two-part implementation training. All right, so one of the amazing things about events is that you get to them and they inspire you, they motivate you, they fire you up. You learn so much. You learn the tactics, you learn the strategies, you learn the concepts, you learn the methodologies that the top earners use to literally rake in hundreds of thousands of dollars every year, sometimes every month. But then sometimes the problem is you go home and all of a sudden you're there alone again, right? You're sitting in your office, you're trying to execute, you're trying to implement, you're running into one roadblock, you're running into the next roadblock. You're trying to put all the different pieces of the puzzle together, but it feels like, something's missing here, something's missing there. And ultimately what happens is that motivation, that inspiration, that being fired up from the event wears off very quickly because you get stuck, you get confused, you get overwhelmed. Something comes up that keeps you from being able to execute upon what you learned, and you don't have the support system that you need to succeed. So we're gonna make sure that that doesn't happen to you at this upcoming Profit Nitro Live virtual event. When you make a decision, go ahead and get your ticket purchased by the deadline. The deadline will be noted in the email that sent you to this video. We are going to conclude those 2 implementation training sessions after the event to make sure that you stay out of overwhelm, out of confusion, and make sure that you have the support system and the foundation that you need to be able to execute, take action, implement everything that you learn from the actual live event, and not only learn the tactics and learn the strategies, but also put them to use, and as a result, get results in your business. So once again, for those who go ahead and take action and get their deposit in for their ticket by, of course, the deadline, you'll get all the various bonuses that, of course, were offered on the webinar, plus you'll get the additional bonus when you make a decision by the deadline pointed out in the email that sent you to this video. And the last thing I'll say here is that I want you to know that this event is not going to be like all of the other various events that you've probably been to in the past, all right? Part of the reason why, sometimes it's hard to organize everything with the speakers and with everyone who comes together to host this event for you is the fact that none of our guest speakers sell anything. All right, we of course usually have an offer at the event where we take up one slot and make an offer if you'd like to work with us or not, but lots of events you go to, literally every single speaker that gets up sells you something. Every single speaker, you got 25 speakers, one after another. It's just an elaborate sales pitch designed to really kind of, not really give you any real tactics, skill sets, or information. Yet on the flip side, just sell you something that you don't actually really need, right? And the truth is that I've been to those live events. I know the feeling, I know kind of the rage and the frustration that I'm left to when I invest my time, my money, and all the different, things that you invest to get to an event, just the headaches of booking the hotel room and getting on a plane and everything in between, just to get to the event and realize it's a pitch fest. I know that feeling and I absolutely hate it. And I will never host an event that is in that format and that is a pitch fest. So every single one of our guest speakers who have agreed to come out and train you and give you their insights and give you their tactics and give you their strategies and give you their knowledge that they've spent literally years, if not decades, acquiring and gaining mastery over, they have all agreed that they're gonna come do it just out of the goodness of their hearts, all right? They're not getting paid, I'm not paying them, they're not selling you anything. They're literally just bringing the absolute best of the best of the best information available on the internet to you so that you can take it, implement it, execute upon it, and once again, get your business off the ground and profitable as quickly as humanly possible. So if you've been to pitch fest events in the past, if you hate that feeling, if you don't like when people are constantly trying to sell you one thing or another, you can take a deep breath and realize that this event is drastically different. Once again, we're hosting this event as a way to kind of give you the skill sets and give you the strategies that I'm sure you probably wish you had a year or two ago. Imagine if you had the skill sets 2 years ago to be able to execute and really build a highly profitable online business before the pandemic, before you might have been forced out of work, before your job got pulled out from underneath you, before all this uncertainty. What if you could have capitalized on everything that's going on in the world like many of us who have online businesses have been able to do? That's what I want for you. That's what I've been fortunate enough to be able to do over the last year myself. And that's exactly what this Profit Nitro Live virtual event will give you. So quick recap once again, exact dates, October 8th, 9th, and 10th, workshop on the 7th. Show up to every single day, show up and bring your best self ready to learn. Once again, all the bonuses from the webinar are available, and on top of it, you're gonna get 2 implementation post-event training sessions where we'll help you to stay out of overwhelm, out of confusion, and get into profit mode as quickly as humanly possible. If you weren't on the first webinar, all the various bonuses will be listed out in the email that sent you directly to this video. So make sure you go ahead and get your deposit in by the time that the deadline is, of course, pointed out in this email that sent you to this video. And last but not least, understand that this event is not a pitch fest. This event is going to be pure value. This event is going to bring so much value to you, so much goodwill to the marketplace. And overall, if you show up at this event, if you show up with an open mind, if you wear the white belt, and if you come to this event, really, coming to it as your best self, ready to learn, ready to absorb, and then, ready to execute when you go home, I am absolutely confident that this event can absolutely change your life. So with that said, get your ticket in. There will be a link below this video or in the email that sent you to this video. Get your ticket in by the deadline, claim those bonuses, claim this insane price once again while it's still available. And with that said, I look forward to seeing you and working with you during the upcoming Profit Nitro Live event. Grab your ticket and I'll see you at the event.